The good news is we are living longer, but saving for retirement is a big concern for many Americans, even those who are considered high earners. Sometimes if your income is considered too high, though, you might miss out on some great savings options. That's where something called a backdoor Roth IRA comes in. I want to bring in CBS News business analyst. Oh, there you are, Jill Schlesinger, to talk more about this program. Jill, okay, first of all, what is a backdoor Roth IRA? How does it differ from a traditional Roth IRA?
Okay, we have to go back even a step beyond that because we have to talk about the difference between a Roth and a traditional IRA or retirement plan. So remember, with a traditional plan, you put money into an account, you get a tax deduction today. It grows without any taxation. And then later, when you retire, you pull the money out. That's when you pay the taxes. A Roth is different in that you pay the tax that's due today on the money you earn. You put the money into the account. It grows without any taxation. But when you take it out later in life, you pay no tax.
Ah.
And so it's a very powerful tool for people who believe, and I believe this as well, that tax rates are likely to go up in the future. But as you said, there's a limitation to who can use a Roth IRA. So to be able to contribute to a Roth IRA, you have to make, as a married couple, less than $230,000, or if you're a head of household or a single filer, less than $146,000. That, of course, makes a lot of sense because the government doesn't want to necessarily give lots of these benefits away. But with a backdoor, what you can do is you can make a contribution into a traditional IRA, but not take a tax deduction. So you basically say, here's money into an IRA account. I don't want a tax deduction today. And you can put your $7,000 in for this year, $8,000 if you're over 50. And then immediately you can convert it into a Roth. So it's a non-deductible IRA today. And 2 minutes later, after the money goes in, you convert it and it's a Roth. That's why it sounds sort of sneaky. It's a backdoor, but it is perfectly legitimate and perfectly legal. Ha, okay, I got it all out.
And so you were just talking a little bit about, who applies or who could benefit most from them. Is it just that earning that we detailed?
Well, look, I mean, the thing about a Roth is that it is a powerful tool, especially if you're, let's say, like today, you're earning as a couple $250,000, which is a lot of money. I get it. Okay. But if you think that you're, say, young married doctors, young married professionals, even two teachers who are going to earn more over time, you might be worried that you won't be able to actually take advantage of the Roth. And that's why the backdoor can be very powerful. I should also point out these income limitations, it only has to do with an IRA. So one great idea, and I talk about this all the time on my podcast, is if you have a Roth option through your workplace plan, through your 401k or your 403b, that is not income tested. So a lot of people don't realize this. You could be using a Roth option through your workplace plan and not even mess around with the backdoor Roth.
Huh. So let's talk about interest rates. We keep discussing when are they going to come down, if they will, and what's going on with them. Have these high interest rates impacted how much people are saving for retirement?
It kind of depends. I think that lower income earners, people who are earning, say, middle to low end, let's call it less than $100,000 a year, I think a lot of those people are still struggling under the weight of inflation. It's harder to put money away. On the other hand, we've heard a lot about people who are working in places where they've never had a retirement plan before. So even if they're carrying high interest loans, they might have a workplace plan where the boss says, hey, if you put 5% of your pay in, that's not that much, we'll match it. So there are some instances where even if there are higher interest rates, people are able to put more money away simply by being part of a workplace plan. I mean, look, nobody likes high interest rates if you are borrowing money or you're one of the people who's got outstanding credit card debt. But remember, savers are really seeing sweet interest rates
Right.
on their savings accounts and their CDs. So a lot of those people are finding that, hey, the safe money I put aside, that's earning money. I can afford to put a little bit more money away into my retirement account.
Jill Schlesinger, thank you for all of that advice. Appreciate it.
Sure.